Welcome back to another episode of War in Cali. Many areas in Los Angeles are known for their history of violence and crime, like the Westmont area, which is a small unincorporated area in south central Los Angeles. Despite only being about 1.8 square miles, it became one of the most violent affected pockets of LA County during the peaks of the crack era and even in the early 2010s. The Westmont area itself got its name basically because it was west of Vermont Avenue. Major streets that run through the area are Western Avenue, Normandy Avenue, Vermont Ave, Manchester Ave, Century Boulevard, Florence, Hoover Street, and Figueroa, among many others. A lot of those streets are full of gangs from Crips, Bloods, Hoovers, and even essays, and many of these gangs became widely known by the 70s, making the Westmont area one of the most dangerous areas of all of LA. Black families moved into South Central after segregation and restrictive housing limited where they could live. Industrial jobs and defense work during World War II helped grow the area. But in the 1970s and 80s, poverty and unemployment sharply increased across South Central, including the Westmont area, and a rise in new gangs and drugs turned the community into a downward spiral. Just in the Westmont area, you have gangs like the Hoovers and a collective of Crip gangs under an alliance called the Rollin Crips. Both gangs' rivalry dates back to the 70s, when many state that the first official Crip-on-Crip murder happened from their beef. The Hoovers have a collective of different sets, and some of their turf falls in the Westmont area, which caused them to clash with many sets in the area, especially the 107 and 11 Deuce Hoovers, who are in close proximity to all the Rollin Crips. Now, the Rollin Crips have a lot of separate Crip sets aligned to them, but of recently, the most recognizable has been the Block Crips and the Underground Crips, who have a close relationship, which they often put their sets together and go by UGBC for Underground Block Crip. As the peak of violence and shootings of the 80s and 90s came to a close, the Westmont area continued to struggle with shootings, as well as robberies and gang activities going into the 2000s and the 2010s. A Los Angeles Times investigation reported that Westmont had one of the highest homicide rates in all of Los Angeles County, with a section of Vermont Avenue gaining the name of Death Alley after dozens of violent killings occurred there over the several years. With constant death hitting every gang, 100 Days, 100 Nights was a viral South Central Los Angeles gang panic and retaliation rumor that spread heavily in 2015 after a series of shootings and killings in South Central. Within the Westmont area, a lot of death occurred, and a well-loved Rollin Crip named KP, who was a Black Crip, was murdered. His death triggered the whole 100 Days, 100 Nights. The phrase exploded online through Twitter, Instagram, and street rumors claiming gangs were planning to kill 100 people in 100 days and 100 nights, as retaliation for the murdered members they lost. The rumors spread so fast that schools, parks, and businesses in South Central and avoiding certain neighborhoods out of fear. The panic was tied to a surge in gang violence during the summer of 2015. Around that time, several shootings happened within a short period, especially between streets like Vermont and Western. LAPD responded by increasing patrols and launching tactical alerts across South Central. Deputies later explained that the department investigated the social media threats and found no evidence of actual organized 100 killings, though there was a real spike in shootings and gang violence happening. Police said the rumors became amplified because multiple shootings happened so close together, and within only a few days, making residents believe the online threats were unfolding in real time. During the 2010s and 2020s, the Westmont area remained one of the more violent affected pockets of South Central, though the nature of the violence evolved compared to the crack era bloodshed of the late 80s and the 90s. The area surrounding streets like Western, Normandy, Vermont, Hoover, Manchester, and some of the blocks in the 80s through the hundreds continued seeing shootings, gang retaliations, robberies, and police activity tied to the long-standing feuds. Now, every set has reputable members known for various things. You got your fighters, your shooters, or you might have a combination of both. Out the Rollin area, and the Black Crip and the Underground side to be exact, they have been known for being one of the most active from their side, with a lot of bloodshed coming from them. But losing a lot of reputable members outside of KP over the years, a lot of members will take retaliation to another level. One of those members will be Charles Lewis III, but known in the streets as Bone 5. Bone was affiliated with the Block Crips, and he joined at an early age, and he was a young contributor to his hood. Bone will often be with elite members in his area. You will constantly see him with reputables out his section like members like Uzi and Tunchi 5, who has a reputation for being known to use his gun, and himself and others will often state it.
I'm from Clarks on the dead.
Where you from?
That's the nigga Tunchi from Clarks.
Blood got a flag.
No, bro. Blood got a strap on the damn homies. I saw 20th Street. Blood is gonna bust. Blood not no regular ass crab, bro. On Blood is set.
You Blood got a strap, Paul?
For sure.
I don't know what Blood got, but I know for sure Tunchi got a strap.
But you can say the same thing about Bone. With the blocks and the undergrounds having rivals like the 9-9 Mafias, the A-Tray Gangsters, the Inglewood Families, and the Hoovers among others, this was where Bone allegedly gained his rep. Now, Tunchi is known for his dislike of the Hoovers, for his non-stop dissing them, to even getting a diss on his face to the 107 Hoovers, also known as the Selos. But it goes as far as Bone allegedly killing one of them. He started to go by the name of Killa Selo Bone. That's not a name someone would just let you claim it if you didn't earn it.
Nigga, I'm 100, baby, and I bang double O's daily. Catch the catches on the front line, ducking from the one time. But fuck them niggas, they can't get mine. XOs is this time and 10 times for my line and 10 times for my nine.
No type of peace treating. Don't come to the hundreds with none of that. Homies try to peace treat, they're homies. Y'all gonna be mad at me. I'm popping. We'll start the beef all over again.
Bone was considered a trophy in his section and was highly respected. So with his rank, catching him would up someone else's rank on the other side. When someone dies or is shot, you always have multiple rival hoods claiming the shooting or making fun of the individual or individuals who were shot. But on May 6, 2020, 3 shootings occurred. The first occurred near the intersection of Hoover and 58th Street according to the police. 2 male suspects drove up in a vehicle alongside the victim's car and fired multiple rounds at him, then fled. He was pronounced dead at the scene. The second shooting in the area occurred at 2:53 p.m., just 2 hours later, near 111th Street and Western Avenue. This shooting left 1 man dead and a second hospitalized with stable vital signs, according to the police department. Deputies responded to the location and found one of the victims suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. He was pronounced dead at the scene, and the other man was located nearby suffering from gunshot wounds to the lower body and was taken to a hospital where he survived. The second shooting involved Bone. He was shot and killed after him and another member of his gang were spotted outside and were targeted. This was a devastating loss to the Rollin hundreds, losing a gunner and a highly loved member. Bone was only 26 years old. Although he got a lot of love in his community, he got a lot of hate from his rivals, and is constantly dissed.
Nigga, I'm fig active. 2 foes get it cracking. Bitch, I sleep with a thing. Got a K up in the match. We smoking on that good weed. Yeah, that bone pack. Take a bone from a dog, bet he won't get that bone back. Gang shit.
After his death, he was still honored by his gang, and even Tunchi would start calling himself Killa Selo #2. Being in the streets, nothing comes with this but death in prison, and many don't see another alternative, and that was the story of Bone. This will conclude this episode. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my previous episodes. Don't forget to like, hype, comment, and subscribe.